Isaiah. See, Isaiah had recently come out to her, and she was incredibly proud to have a son with the self-confidence and self-awareness at 21 to be his authentic self with his mother. And although she knew there would be people who would disapprove of his sexual orientation, even within her own family, she made it plain that he came first. And she would support and defend him and keep him safe. She would as any lioness, because that's what she was, protect all of her cubs, and she had 11 of them, from the dangers in the world. And whoever Isaiah loved, would not change that. I sat there, Bustelo in hand, and I thanked her. Because every time I see a parent show true acceptance and unconditional love for their LGBTQ child, it comforts me. And the scared gay Latino boy who still lives inside of me, even today. That night, she invited me to join them at a club. Latin night. See, Latin night is my favorite place to go. I want to remind you, I need you to understand that it's a daily battle to be understood and accepted in the Latino community as an LGBTQ person. But it's also a battle to be seen and appreciated as a Latino in the LGBTQ community. But in spaces like Latin Night, we're free. We can celebrate our culture, we can hold the hand of our beloved, and we can be ourselves completely. See, on Latin Night, my Aunt Brenda could see her son Isaiah dancing to salsa, merengue, or bachata with another boy. And he could release the pressures of the week and feel free and just be without fear. And as much as I wanted to go, I couldn't. I had to fly back to LA. But honestly, I wish I had. Because months later, on June 12th, that would be the last time I would see her. On June 12th, I woke up that morning, like many of you. I looked at my phone, and there it was. The horrific news of a massacre in Orlando. At Latin Night, at Pulse. My phone rang and it was my mom to tell me that Isaiah's mom, Brenda, my aunt, was shot and killed that night. She'd seen the man enter the club with his gun, and she shielded Isaiah with her body. And she did what she said she would do. She protected her cub and sacrificed her life for her son. We lost 49 people that Sunday morning. that bloody Sunday morning. "49 individuals with their own stories. My family's heart was broken. My heart was broken. Within hours, I had spoken to Sarah Kate, and I was comforted to know that GLAAD's team was there, on the ground, in Orlando, working with media outlets, making sure people knew it was an LGBTQ club, and ensuring that the stories of victims like Brenda were being told. Why? Because stories humanize us. They connect us. That's why GLAAD believes that storytelling is the key to accelerating acceptance. A few days later, Anderson Cooper gave the first 15 minutes of his show to sharing stories about those people, my people, people like my aunt. The concept spread like wildfire to other news organizations. Now, because of them, because of the way that they were covering this story, these were no longer 49 hard to pronounce Latino names. They were 49 people who we lost. Orlando was not just a tragedy. It was a wake-up call. We're not as safe as we think we are. We're not as accepted as we hope to be. And we cannot look away. But we must end the hate. For my part, I made a promise I will never again walk into any space and leave any part of myself behind, whether that be Latino, whether that be LGBTQ, or otherwise. I will no longer seek permission simply for existing here, now.